Talking about a revolution sounds. Don't you know? Talking about a revolution, it sounds like a whisper. While they're standing in the welfare lines, crying the doorsteps of those armies of salvation, wasting time in the uniformed lines, sitting around waiting for a promotion. Don't you know? Talking about a revolution sounds. Who are people gonna rise up, get their share? Who are people gonna rise up, take what's there? Don't you know you better run, 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 run. Oh, I said you better run, 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 run. Cause finally the table are starting to turn. Cause finally the table are starting to turn. Cause finally the table are starting to turn. Cause finally the table.
Ladies and gentlemen, it is Monday, the 17th day of November. The year is 2014, and if you can hear the sound of my voice, then you are the revolution. I am Smokin Joe Mekha, and this is the revolutionary nightly news, smashing through the lies of the Illuminati, smashing through the lies of the New World Order, smashing through the lies of the government, who, day by day, are taking away more of our freedoms, committing more violence against us, and consolidating their power, their control over the world. I have had an epiphany, ladies and gentlemen. I was watching a lecture by Stefan Molyneux, a philosopher from Canada, and I invite you to check out his YouTube channel, Free Domain Radio, the largest philosophy program in the world. And I was watching this lecture on how to win political arguments, because I've been getting a lot of heat, a lot of attention, a lot of anger, a lot of hatred, a lot of people wishing violence upon me, because I had the audacity in an episode of the Revolutionary Nightly News last week to say that police strip searching people is sexual assault. So many people have come back at me so angry, saying, how can you compare police strip searching someone to a sexual assault? We should all bend over and let the police have their way with us because the government's good. And you're a bad guy, Joe. You're crazy. You're a nutcase for even talking about this. How dare you say that we have the right not to be anally molested by the police? How dare you? And I would get angry, right? I would get angry at these people. But I had my epiphany when I was watching this lecture from Stefan Molyneux, and he said, in this type of argument, what we have to make people realize is that they are supporting violence. And once they admit that they support violence and they are open to the state committing violence against people, the argument's over. And I've done this today, and with great satisfaction on my behalf, because I used to get really upset when people would attack me personally and, you know, call me names for spreading this truth. But when this happened today, I implemented this strategy, and the people who were supporting police strip searching people, the people who were attacking me for saying that people, instead of being angry about people burning a piece of cloth, the Australian flag or any other flag, they should perhaps care more about people being molested, people being abused, people being bashed, people being killed by the government. And it's still going on Facebook today. I've taken a break from laughing at these guys to record this transmission right now. But what I've done is I've established in the argument that They support the use of violence. And now it feels like a weight has been lifted off my shoulders, honestly, because I realize that when people support violence, there's no point arguing with them. Because no matter what kind of debate we have, in the end, they support guys coming to your house with guns and locking you up. So it's not an intellectual debate at all. It's not an intelligent debate at all. I just disregard those people. And, you know, they've come out saying that they support violence. Not only that, they've come out wishing violence against me. Some guy saying he'd hoped that I would get stabbed because I don't support strip searches and someone could have a knife and stab me. I'll tell you what I told him. I've been stabbed before. You see that? You see that? You see that? I'll tell this story. My friends will know this story. About 12 years ago, I used to deliver pizza. Last delivery of the night, I went, knocked on this door. The people behind the door said, we didn't order the pizza. I went back down to the car, opened the door, heard something behind me in the bushes. Guy comes out of the bushes, pointing a gun at me, says, drop your bum bag. I'm going to kill you. In that one moment, I had to react. I said, bring it on. He started running at me, took a knife out of his pocket, swinging the gun with this hand, the knife with this hand. I got smashed there with the gun. Lost about 4 teeth. I got cut all the way up there, cut there. This part of my face was hanging on my throat. 60 stitches right there. But no, I didn't back down. I didn't bend over. I didn't say, please take my money, just don't hurt me. No, I come from the school of being a man, of not being scared. To quote Tupac, I would rather die like a man than live like a coward. But these people, these cowards, these statists, these sympathetic sycophants with Stockholm Syndrome want you to bend over and gladly accept the police strip search for no reason because they support the power of the state. You're just embarrassing yourselves, right? And although it may look like you people are in the majority, it doesn't matter because you're too cowardly to do anything, right? You just want to criticize me when I have the guts, the cojones, to stand here and take all the criticism, right? I've painted a big target on my chest, but you see this chest? It is rock solid. So I'm happy to take all of your criticism, just so I can get this information out there and give people the courage to talk about this when they would otherwise be intimidated by people putting them down, calling them names. Who cares about that? This is a fight for your life. This is a fight for freedom. This is a fight for your children. Do you want your mother to get strip searched by the police for no reason? Ask yourself that. Do you want your wife, your girlfriend, to be strip searched naked by the police for no reason? Do you want your daughter, your sister, to be strip searched for no reason? That's what you're advocating. You're advocating violence. And people are advocating violence, but they get angry when people burn a piece of cloth. Getting into the news now. G20, anger over burning of Australian flag, from Yahoo News. The Queensland Premier has spoken about a group of Indigenous protesters who burned the Australian flag during heated demonstrations at the G20 summit in Brisbane. Campbell Newman says while he respects the right to protest, he does not condone flag burning. Well, let's see what else Campbell Newman said. In this article from the Courier Mail that I talked about last week, reposted on totnews.com, about strip searches for no reason. Inside the zone, police will be able to strip search anyone they fear is carrying a weapon or prohibited item that would not be found in a pat-down, while civil libertarians claim the police commissioner can put people on a blacklist without explanation. And Premier Campbell Newman, who said that he doesn't condone flag burning, said that the government had taken the advice of security professionals and they saw no other way forward. Right? So if you want to criticize people for burning a piece of cloth, but you're right with people getting shafted while they're strip searched by the police for no reason, if you're cool with people getting bombed in Iraq and Afghanistan, if you're cool for people being arrested for having a certain vegetable in their pocket, that's cool. You're a puppet, you're a coward. Actually, I shouldn't even be attacking these people. They are puppets, and they are cowards. But me being in a position of having this knowledge, I should be calm. and I shouldn't criticize them. I should maintain my integrity and not stoop to their level. Let's continue. Soldiers to man G20 checkpoints from the Courier Mail. So there are soldiers on the street. They're right with guys with guns from the Australian Army protecting these massive war criminals, Obama and the like. From the Sydney Morning Herald. The new G20, the new security era. Get used to it, say the experts. This is all this is. Slave training. Psychological training to get you used to the idea of bending over, used to the idea of having soldiers in the street, used to the idea of all your data being surveilled and collected. Because you're nothing but a piece of trash to them. You're not even human. Their plan is to kill a massive part of the human population through eugenics. And they're doing this on so many fronts. There were more police officers than delegates or protesters. The possession of eggs was a criminal offence and the plans were 2 years in the making. But get used to it, security experts say. The mapped security and policing operation for the G20 summit in Brisbane was hailed a success on Sunday, with Deputy Commissioner Ross Barnett saying they had set a precedent for large events and protests. This really is an opportunity for all of us to set a new standard in police and community relationships on the global stage. Commissioner Ian Stewart said the United States Secret Service even praised the police's handling of the event, saying he shook US President Barack Obama's hand on Sunday morning and received a very, very complimentary assessment of how the operation went. Look, Barack Obama, this Deputy Commissioner Barnett, this Commissioner Stewart, you're nothing but terrorists, right? And I'm going to be here, I'm going to stay here, and I'm going to call a spade a spade. When police strip search people, that is sexual assault. When the police have power to do whatever they want, arrest whoever they want for no reason, that is terrorism. I'm going to call it how it is. Say what you want about me. This is the truth, and I've dedicated my life to spreading it. And this quote applies perfectly, and this came to mind when I had that epiphany last night watching that lecture. Morpheus from The Matrix. The Matrix is a system, Neo. That system is our enemy. But when you're inside, you look around. What do you see? Businessmen, teachers, lawyers, carpenters. The very minds of the people we are trying to save. But until we do, these people are still a part of that system. And that makes them our enemy. You have to understand, most of these people are not ready to be unplugged. And many of them are so inert, so hopelessly dependent on the system that they will fight to protect it. And that's what I've found. People attacking me, fighting to protect the system. I can see the light flashing on my camera saying the battery's going to run out, so I'm going to speed through the rest of this. New South Wales police used unlawful force against Brazilian student, court told. Remember this Brazilian kid who was killed by these police for stealing 2 packets of biscuits? They're going to court now. 4 officers in court over fatal pursuit of Roberto Curti in Sydney, in which he was handcuffed, hit with pepper spray and knelt on. I forgot to mention all the taser hits that he copped. Britain and Australia, from the antimedia.org. Britain and Australia agree to censor online extremist material. Once again, gigaom.com, UK to stop its citizens seeing extremist material online. Once again, David Cameron, Google, Facebook and Twitter have duty to take down extremist material. And you'd better believe that they think that I'm an extremist. You know why? Because I don't stand for violence. I stand for love. I stand for peace. I'm standing against their violence. So who knows, the day might be soon when they take down this video. But then, we're going to take it to the streets. Because I will not lie down. While there is breath in my body, I will not allow the human race to be controlled, manipulated and enslaved like it has been for the past few centuries. Freedom is what I want. From collectiveevolution.com, over 2,200 architects and engineers crush the official 9/11 Commission report. They run the terrorism. They run these false flags, and then they call you terrorists. They call me terrorists. But I'm here for freedom. They are the terrorists. Third arrest for 90-year-old man who feeds homeless. Once again, they criminalize love. They criminalize peace. They criminalize truth. They criminalize freedom. While they legalize war. They condone torture. They love to rape. They love to kill. I'm not going to stand for that. from AATTP.org, State Republican, or Representative, Sledgehammers homeless people's possessions while wearing an Armani hat. You got to see this guy from Hawaii smashing up homeless people's trolleys to try and get rid of the homeless problem. They see you as an enemy because you're a human, right? Police throw 3-year-old in jail cell after arresting mother for shoplifting. From the antimedia.org, 10,000 American toddlers now taking amphetamine-based ADHD drugs. This camera telling me that the battery is about to run out is flashing ever more rapidly, so I'm going to wrap it up. Look at the broader picture. Understand that I'm here talking about freedom, right? I don't want people to be hurt. I don't want people to be killed. I don't want people to be bashed. I don't want people to be stripped naked and forced to squat and bend over in front of police, right? I want people to be free. I want people to be strong. I want people to be healthy. And if you look inside your heart, I'm sure you realize you want that too. Get over the fear. Get over the lies. The revolution is here. Spread this message. Woo!